For today's CyberCEO episode,
anybody who's thinking about getting a Cyberbacker, I highly recommend leveraging your time. Whatever you need or don't want to do, they can do. So it's highly worth it if you want to take your business to the next level. My Cyberbacker, her name is 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗹. She's amazing and she's always finding ways to help me grow my business, and she's great. She does everything I need. She helps me with email. Now it's all organized. She also helps me with command, and she also kind of manages my calendar for me and reminds me of all the things I have to do every day, and kind of keeps me on track to keep moving forward so that way I don't get lazy. She's very laid back, also go-getter. Her idea is like 10 times better than my idea. Keeps me on track. She's very friendly. She's always smiling. She's very personable and very smart. Like, she just goes above and beyond. I love her. So she's great. She just like does it, and it's like, I don't know, a miracle. Everything happens perfectly. I feel like the universe happens in mysterious ways, and I felt like she was the one. So she's always trying to find a way to help me grow in my business and for me to get better. And that's what I like the most about her. And I can just tell her, hey, can you do this? And then boom, she has like all of it done in like 5 seconds, like super quick. I'll get home and I'll be like, it's okay, you can take like a couple of days. She's like, oh, I already did it. And I'm like, you already did it? And she's like, yeah, it's done. And then she's like, go look at it. That's what I like about her.
welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details.
Another great day here at Cyberbacker. My name is 𝗙𝗲𝗋𝗶𝗹. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Aubri, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for being on the show. I know you have a lot of things to do. We really appreciate this. Now, what we wanted to do was just to, of course, get to know you a bit more and check on how you're doing with your Cyberbacker. But before we do that, how long have you been with us?
I think since August. I think about August of this last year.
Okay. So a fairly new partnership right there then. So is this your first time to work with someone virtual?
Yes.
So was it a big change for you at all working with someone virtual? Because I know in any kind of business, we're all kind of used to working with someone that we see in an office, set up, things like that. Now, how's it going with you in Cyberbacker?
It's going great. I think I was really busy and I needed to find a way to like leverage my time to more money making activities and have someone help me on the back end. And I kind of looked into like transaction coordinators and stuff. And then I found out about Cyberbacker and went that route.
Okay. So how did you hear about Cyberbacker?
I think I was just in a team meeting at my brokerage, and somebody that also has Cyberbacker brought it up. And then I said, what is that? And then our team lead for our brokerage was like, you need a Cyberbacker. And I was like, I keep hearing this. Tell me about it. And they're like, it's a virtual assistant that can do everything. Social media, marketing, manage your CRM, help you with posting, also all your like back-end document work and like writing offers and everything, scheduling like showings and stuff. Pretty much anything I needed. And I was like, I need that. So that's kind of how that started.
So your Cyberbacker, you're all around person. Of course, anything they can do in front of a computer, obviously they'll execute. So how about your Cyberbacker then? What does your Cyberbacker do to help you with the business?
Yeah. So my Cyberbacker, her name is 𝗙𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗹. She's amazing. I interviewed 5 people and I don't even think I even asked her that many questions. Something about her, I just knew like it just felt right. And so I picked her. She's been amazing. Everyone's like, how's it going? Do you like need help training? And I'm like, she's like got it down. I think you guys do a really good job like training on the back end with Cyberbacker. I didn't feel like I had to do too much. And she's always finding ways to help me grow my business. And she's great. I don't know. Yeah, it's going great. Basically, she does everything I need.
We got a rock
Yeah,
star cyberbacker right there.
I do.
Now, how about tasks though? Does she help with emails? Does she help with social media, things
Yes.
like that?
Yeah. So she helps me with email. I had like probably 20,000 unread emails when she
Wow.
started. And I was like, can you like go through this? So now it's all organized. And then if I miss something and she notices I missed something, she'll text me and be like, did you see this email? And she'll send me like a screenshot, and then I'll go in and stuff like that. And if people email me, like clients, and they're like, hey, we're interested, she'll automatically send them like a seller's disclosure and everything I need. So she'll do stuff like that. She's helping me with my social media, helping me grow. I have a real estate team now. So I have two people on my team. And she helps me with like team meetings. She watches my team meetings at the brokerage if I miss them. She does all my TC work, so anything back end. She also helps me with, at Keller Williams, we have this thing called Command, which is basically like a CRM that is given to us for just being with the brokerage. And so she has training in there. So she goes in there and creates like smart plans, tags all my clients, sends them stuff. She creates my newsletter that goes out monthly. And then she manages all of that. And we create tasks in there that remind me of like what I need to do every day. Like say I get a client and they're like, hey, call me back in like 4 days or something, or whatever I need to follow up. I'll be like, hey, 𝗙𝗵𝗋, throw this in a task to remind me later. And she does. And she also kind of manages my calendar for me and reminds me of all the things I have to do every day. And kind of keeps me on track to keep moving forward. So that way I don't get lazy.
Gosh, from 20,000 emails to transaction coordination, helping out with meetings as well. So she's basically really everywhere in the business now, almost.
She's pretty much everywhere. She's also helping me design a planner for my whole team for the whole year to keep them on track. Kind of like a calendar, but geared towards my team in real estate. And so we're working on that. And then she also does my social media. So I have her post or help me create, like, I give her a 1 day out of the week, but then she's kind of now done 3 days out of the week. And then she's like, you need to do like podcasts or YouTube shorts. So now we're starting to like create material for that, just to get like my name out there and everything.
Already a lot of success, already a lot of growth between you and your cyberbacker in just span of a short time. Imagine just a few months working together. Now, what I want to know more about is the person, though. Your cyberbacker. What's it like working with her every day? Personality-wise, did you click? Things like the relationship that you have with her?
She's very laid back, but also go-getter. And sometimes I'll be like, give me your 2 cents. And she's like, well, I don't like how you did this. Let's do it like this. And then her idea is like 10 times better than my idea. And I'm like, this is why I love you. But yeah, so she's very laid back, but also kind of keeps me on track. She's very, very friendly. She's always smiling. She's kind of committed to like, she knows a lot about like me and my family. So she's very personable. And very smart. And if she doesn't know something, she'll go and figure it out and do her own research. I mean, there's one time I was like, can you look into like different CRMs? And the next thing I know, she has like this PowerPoint and like all these numbers and the data and like this whole presentation to show me. And I was like, she just goes above and beyond. I love her. So she's great.
The way you talk about her just feels like you've been working for her not just a few months. It feels like it's more than that, the way you talk about her, describe the relationship. Now,
I feel like that,
yeah. How do you create something like that? Because for sure, there are business owners listening to us right now that would really want to have a successful partnership with their cyberbacker, things like that. What advice would you be able to give them?
My advice is be open to what they have to say and offer, and different ideas. Sometimes we think we're the best at everything we do, and we're not always. So just keeping that open-mindedness. I never really had, she just like does it and it's like, I don't know, a miracle. Everything happens perfectly. And I'm like, I didn't have to like critique anything. I don't think I ever have to change anything that she does, but I'm sure there's going to be times where there's going to be agents who want to switch something around or, hey, tweak this. And, just having patience, and also listening to them, I would say would be the most successful, and just keeping it positive and checking in with them. I check in with her a lot, and her response is always the same. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you need makes me happy. And I'm like, but what, like, is there anything, I'm always like prying at her. But she's great. So I would just say keep an open line of communication. Don't get frustrated. Just understand that they're a human on the other end and they're just there to help you. And then find a way to learn about each other and grow. But I don't think if you interview really well, like interview them well, I don't feel like too many should have that issue. Just making sure you really like the person that you're interviewing and then who you pick. So like I said, like I didn't even ask her like that many questions. I think she was like super nervous and she was like, I know I'm super nervous and this and that, but I promise I'll be good. And I don't even know something about that. I didn't even like, there was other people that were like, I can do this and do this and do this and blah, blah, blah. And they're like spouting everything they can do. And something about that. And I was like, I like her. And I picked her. She's been great. I'm so glad I did.
Already had a connection day one that you met her then. So basically the first time that you met her, already a connection.
Yeah. Something clicked. So I don't know. I feel like the universe happens in mysterious ways. And I don't know. I felt like she was the one.
Absolutely agree there, especially now everything's going great, like a well-oiled machine between the both of you. How about challenges though? Have there been any challenges now working with someone who's virtual so far?
Challenges virtual. Sometimes when I call her on the phone, we can't hear each other. And it's usually because like she's far away and I'm usually driving in the middle of nowhere. Most of my time, I just text her. She like immediately responds like that through a text. So I'm usually like talk to texting her or we'll hop on a Zoom. I think those are the two ways that I communicate best, but you can call. I mean, there's times I call and the service is fine. And I have no problems, but usually when I'm driving out in the middle of nowhere, that would be a pain. But if I can text her or voice text, and she makes it happen. I'll be like in the middle of trying to show houses and they want to see more houses and I don't have time to sit there while I'm driving to like schedule more showings. And I can just text her, hey, schedule 123 Main Street really quick for me at this time. And then she'll be like, done, super quick. So, or, hey, send these disclosures over, or, hey, can you start writing this offer? I'm driving home, and she'll start it for me.
So really a lot of good communication between the both. We already got each other's styles then when it comes to the communication piece. Now, one last thing before we go today. I know it's only been a few months that you've been working together, but what do you really like about your Cyberbacker?
I like that she's always continuing to find ways to grow. That was something that I really wanted, as someone who's just always researching and thinking outside of the box, because I don't have time sometimes to sit there and do that. And so I'll have like an idea and I'll like spout the idea to her. And then she just runs with the idea and gets all the information and then presents everything to me and then gives me like, hey, this idea like doesn't work, but like I found this and this you might like this better. And then I'm like, you're right. And we kind of go that way. So she's always trying to find a way to help me grow in my business, and for me to get better. And that's what I like the most about her. And I can just tell her, hey, can you do this? And then boom, she has like all of it done in like 5 seconds, like super quick. I'll get home and I'll be like, it's okay. You can take like a couple of days. She's like, oh, I already did it. I'm like, you already did it? And she's like, yeah, it's done. And then she's like, go look at it. And so, that's what I like about her.
You got a rock star right there. Got someone who's invested in you and in your business. Now, obviously, once we have this uploaded online, she's going to be able to listen and watch this. So before we go, would you want to give her a special message or a quick shout out on the show, Aubri?
Yeah, 𝗙𝗲𝗋, I want to say that you're amazing. I appreciate everything that you do. And I hope you stay with me forever.
There we go. Now, we are very excited to seeing the continued success. You, Aubri, and your Cyberbacker, 𝗙𝗲𝗋, of course. Also, we really appreciate the time. I hope we can get you back on the show maybe sometime after a few months. Check back on you and 𝗙𝗲𝗋 again. Would that be fine?
Absolutely. I'd love that.
Perfect. We'll see you real soon. All right. Take care.
Perfect. Also, anybody who's thinking about getting a Cyberbacker, I highly, highly recommend leveraging your time. You can, whatever you need or don't want to do, they can do. So it's highly, highly worth it if you want to take your business to the next level.
Appreciate that, Aubri. We appreciate you and your business. We'll see you real soon. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.